Okay, hi. I just started the broadcast, but I hadn't pressed go. So I'm just going to start again. All right, hi. Welcome to my lounge room. It's pretty boho now. I've just been putting lots of things around and I'm loving it because I have to spruce up somehow this. But the rest of it is just beautiful. This is my lounge room. Got my yoga mat all set up right there for us to start doing a bit of yoga, and so excited for this because I've only really done a couple of backyard yoga sessions with friends at uni and whatnot, and of course this is an idea of what I would like to do with my life one day. So this is just the start, and of course it's all about launching and talking about my fave little oils here, the yoga collection. This has just been released with doTERRA, probably about a month ago, and you can see that the label's starting to come off on my box because I've used this in my handbag since I got it, because I use it every single day. And that's what I love about it, because it's got 3 beautiful, delicious oils that are all that can be used for pretty much every aspect of your whole day. So I use them daily for different reasons throughout the day. So I'll be talking about them, and I'll actually do a couple of poses and we'll be doing them together. Hopefully you'll be getting up and doing it with me. So the first thing I wanted to talk about with this box is that what it says on the inside here. So the body achieves what the mind believes, and I've actually been finding that to be really, really true recently. So just constantly telling yourself something is just going to be so true for in every aspect of your life, with your stress levels, your life, your job, your relationships, everything, your health. So, for example, Damien shits me so much, whose partner doesn't. And I just thinking, oh, you're so lazy, so annoying, Damien. Why can't you be more productive like me and stuff? And he's never going to be. I'm never going to change him like that. And if I'm completely just always going, oh, he's so annoying, so annoying, so annoying, it's going to annoy me even further. So I need to change that whole idea. And yeah, he's still going to be annoying. And yeah, he probably still needs to put the dishwasher now and again. So that will never stop. But just the constantly going, oh, it's so annoying. Why can't you do this? Why can't you do this? It's not going anywhere. So I'm going to change that idea and that mindset and just be like more open to things and realize it's not always him being annoying. I perhaps might be annoying too. So with my health and my stress, oh, he's so stressed. It's not really getting anywhere. It's more like, I'm quite busy today. I've got a lot of things I can do, and yes, I probably can get it all done. And if I set that mindset, then I will be able to. So I'm taking deep breaths and acknowledging the fact that life is a little bit busy, instead of saying the word stress, because that has a negative connotation with it in itself. Yeah, you get the picture, I think. Anyway, so I'll move on. I'm going to talk about individually these oils and what they do, and I'm going to do some poses that go alongside with that. And hopefully we'll just be all set to have a really good rest of our Sunday afternoon. So the very first one I want to talk about is Anchor. So when you open the box, they're all nice, shiny, beautiful, sexy labels. So Anchor's the one that I wanted to get the most, because when I first read the ingredients of what was in them, I was most excited to get the Anchor blend. It's called the Steadying Blend. And the reason I wanted it the most was because of the ingredients. So it's a blend of lavender, cedarwood, frankincense, cinnamon, sandalwood, black pepper, and patchouli. So quite a lot of oils there that I bloody love. Cedarwood, for example, it's like almost sedative for me, that cedarwood, and I love all the woody sort of aromas. You've got sandalwood, is a really high value oil, not just in its properties, not just in its price, but also in its properties. Patchouli is just a really earthy smell. Patchouli is one that my mum always loves, because she says back in her day, in the hippie days, she would use the patchouli and it smelled like patchouli. The hippie days and stuff smell like patchouli for her because of the incense that used to burn as patchouli. So it's the Steadying Blend. So it's got a very spicy, it's a bit floral with the lavender in there, but it's also quite earthy and woody with the cedarwood and sandalwood, and spicy, so cinnamon in there. It's really quite a strong notes of cinnamon. which I really love. And Eleanor Broner, who actually invented the blends ingredients of these, the ratios, she was saying that cinnamon was just so overpowering and it just really wasn't working, wasn't going anywhere. And then when they, they added the cinnamon, and then it was just like, la moment, and then that's why this one works so well for them. So it's to restore you, restore your balance and the sense of stillness. So in your life, when you're faced with the challenges or big decisions and everything's all a little bit, like flighty all in the head here, and there's so much going on, and you're just constantly thinking about things that need to go happen in your day and everything like that, as I was talking about before, and just like, I'm so stressed. This is the one to go to really anchor you. So it was kind of inspired by the Balance blend, which is another beautiful earthy blend with doTERRA, and she just put her own spin on it. And so let's just start doing a bit of yoga. So if you need a little bit of steadying and that flighty, anchoring you back into the balancing and anchoring you back into the ground and to the earth, this is the one. So a really good place to put it is the lower parts of your body for the same reason, to anchor you to the ground. So great poses would be seated poses. So just take a seat on your mat or on the ground. You don't have to have a mat to do yoga, PS. So great place to put that oil is on your feet, of course. So you grab a couple of drops, maybe 3 drops, and then first of all take a nice inhalation, and then apply that to your feet, onto your ankles. You can put it straight onto your clothes or onto your legs. And then we're going to place one foot over the other, keeping your foot really flexed. Both feet, the other one as well, really flexed, because that's activating these front shin muscles to protect your knee. So you don't have to be all up here. It's probably the main pose is to be up here. Doesn't matter if this leg's sticking up. Even if you're all the way up here, that is absolutely fine. Even grab a pillow and put that in there to protect and to support the joint. You don't have to be going strenuous and being all uncomfortable and stretching to the point of pain. You just want to, there might be a little bit element of pain, but it's all about training the body to be able to breathe and go through pain. To an extent, of course, you don't want to be straining and hurting yourself. So by using props like the pillow here or even a block, you're not degrading the benefit of doing this pose. You're actually supporting and making it better. So we're in this pose, and we're just going to take a few deep breaths. I'm going to get rid of my pillow. A few deep breaths. We're going to be sitting on the sit bones at the bottom. You'll feel those bony bits there. So even if you need to move the flesh of the buttocks out to the side, do that. Hands on the knees or wherever's comfortable, put it in here in your lap. You could even put it on your heart and sitting up as if there's a string pulling you up from the head up here to sit you up. You're going to take 3 deep breaths in your own time. Breathing through your nose. So in this position, we're going to do a few little side stretches. So grounding onto the ground here and coming over to the side. So thinking about how you are grounded onto the ground here. You've got your hand on the ground. You're anchoring yourself to the ground. Feel the heaviness in your bottom, in your seat and your hand. And then you can feel this nice opening here into the center. Come a little bit lower if you want to, or stay. Don't let your ego take over. Just enjoy where you're at in the pose. You can be up here, you can be up here. Now we're going to go to the other side. This is something that I do every morning because I just find that it opens up my hips and gets me moving for the day. I feel the blood flowing through my hips a lot better. And I've done 5 minutes of these opening sort of stretches. So we're going to just come forward. You might really feel this one. Feel that right there. You're going to feel it where you most need, I suppose, where your body is most needing to open up and to relax and let go of that muscle there. So if you're feeling really stuck and, oh my gosh, this is really, really painful, how is she doing it? Don't come down so far. Just come to where you're comfortably sitting. Grab a block and lean on that. Hold on to that. And breathe as well. So we tend to sort of forget to breathe in yoga, or even in our life, and think about that in our daily lives as well, when we're all really tense and stuck. And then you're shallow breathing and you're, oh my gosh, and you subconsciously do it. And that's always tightening the chest muscles here because we're shallow breathing into here. Really draw the breath into the belly. The diaphragm is here for a reason. Imagine 2 octopuses breathing like this. So that's literally the action of what the diaphragm does to breathe. So when you're breathing in, you're breathing in, breathing out. So your belly might expand a little bit, but it's more not coming out to this big belly. You're breathing up and down instead of breathing into the chest and breathing out. Okay, so going to move on. Change the cross of the legs. It'll probably be more feeling a bit uncoordinated because it'll be your less favourite leg. But see, notice I'm moving the flesh of the buttocks. And we're going to stretch the other side. So straightening up the shoulders, you don't want to be hunching over like this and going, oh my gosh, I need to touch the ground. That's not the aim of the pose. So you want to be straightening the shoulder. It's all about alignment with the body and getting your perfect alignment and stacking the joints so that they're not strained. And so if you're still up here, that is perfectly fine. If you're still in a perfect and nice alignment, and the body will thank you for that. And if you're coming with me, I'm coming down onto a block first. Try to keep the knee down. If you're up here again using your prop, support yourself. But definitely please try not to do this. You really want to get that arm back. If you can't get your arm over and that shoulder straight at the same time, keep your arm up like this. You're still getting the opening in the hip. And then after a couple of breaths, you may be able to take that arm over a little bit further. And then now I can possibly go a little bit further, but it's not about touching the ground, as I said. Now, straightening up, take a deep breath in, arm out to the side, take a deep breath in, and moving from the hip, don't think about your shoulder coming over, you're thinking about your hip moving over to the side and opening, getting this nice, beautiful stretch, and coming over. So I can put it in my arm now, that's and smile. Coming forward. It's about taking the time out as well. So this might feel like we're taking too much time or something like that, but enjoy the moment, enjoy the time out. So I find myself a little bit hunching like that. So I sat up from here and then I can turn to allow everything to just come up from the top. So in yoga, the standing poses are actually the really good ways to start. If you don't know really where to start with yoga, just start doing your standing poses because you start grounding yourself to the ground and everything resonates up from the bottom in, so your feet, getting them into the right alignment and then coming up to the ankles. And then the shins will activate and then everything will resonate up from there. Hips will be in the right position and then you'll come up from the ground. Okay, so that's a little bit about seating poses. See the twist. So while we're here, we might do a little twist. So pop the right arm over, right leg over, and keep that right bottom seat grounded. If you need to prop yourself, do that. It's all about supporting. You don't want to be just floating in the air and uncomfortable. So keeping that foot grounded on the ground, trying to get that. So we've got the right leg over, that inner ankle grounded onto the ground, and then left arm up into the air and twist from the torso, from the bottom, the base, and then the rest will follow. And then you can pop that hand onto your knee, keep it up in the air, and then allow that to flip yourself around and do a little twist. Okay, so right leg up in front, left leg to the ground, move the sit bone, keep it grounded, inner ankle grounding. So see how I'm rolling that leg over and I'm even physically pushing this ankle down to the ground so that it will ground and not be floating up in the air and uncomfortable. So I'm pushing it down. Hand behind, breathing in, breathing out, moving from the torso, arm up into the air, right arm, and hook it in and allow that to keep it. Take some deep breaths here. Okay, so that's the beautiful anchor blend, anchoring us to the ground. So you can actually use this first thing in the morning, might be a beautiful last time to use it, so that it's sort of getting you ready for that busy day ahead and anchoring you ready for it. Okay, next one is called Align. Now it's the centering blend. The beautiful little green bottle. Now this one has bergamot, it's a citrusy oil, coriander randomly, marjoram, peppermint, geranium, basil, rose, and jasmine. So quite a lot of florals as well as herbs. So yes, this one is called the centering blend, or if you're feeling disconnected out of control with life, with any business, with family and kids, and just with everyday life, when you're not feeling in control, you can come back to the Align blend to get you back into alignment. So it has that very herbal scent, even though there's a lot of flowers in there. It's more, for me, I'm picking more of the herbs coming out of it. So if you're feeling very busy, come back to this, and to feel more aligned and feeling more control with your day. So it's a good one again to start the day, but also halfway through the day when everything's just a bit too, oh, how am I going to finish the day? Grab your Align and pop that on. So you can apply, just going to get maybe 3 drops of this guy and apply. You can apply these neat because they're already diluted a little bit with coconut oil and they're not going to be sensitive. You're not going to be too sensitive. So again, making your diffuser cup over your face. Put this on your heart. Take a few deep breaths with that. Then pop it on the wrists. You can diffuse it, of course. Put it in your jewellery, your diffuser jewellery, if you've got a pendant or necklace, lava beads or something, so that you can have that close to your heart all day long. And so the poses we're going to do with this one are very aligning poses for alignment. So I do Ashtanga yoga, which is very strict and very precise on alignment, which I think is a really great place for everybody to start when they're doing yoga, to get that alignment really, really nice. And then when you're doing more fluid flowing yoga, you'll be more ready in those, your mind will just automatically go into those alignments because you've practiced it so much. Just like anything, practice makes perfect. So hopefully you'll be able to see me. So first of all, we're going to start into doTERRA, which is normally I'd be at the front of my mat, but I'm coming back here just to show you. So this is a standing pose. As I was saying, that grounding all starts with the feet. So imagine there's 4 corners of your feet and you're pressing firmly into all 4 corners. Knees, shins are active and lifting, and everything's lifting from here, and then we're going to be coming in slightly here. Ankles out a little bit so that you've got the right alignment and stacking on the joints underneath, and then that will make your pelvis in alignment, Imagine that you've got a bowl of water sitting in the pelvis here, and that if you tipped forward too much or tipped backwards too much, you would spill the water. So turn sideways so you can see that. So not sticking the bottom out and not swaying forward too much. And you're going to be hip width apart on the mat, and then rounding up from the chest, lifting them in, and then arms are back and active. And that's Tadasana, and that's literally the pose. It may seem pretty straightforward just to stand there, but you'll be surprised how much you've got to concentrate on. Now, the next pose I was going to do is warrior. So warrior 2, so you're standing in your Tadasana. And then you're going to take one leg out to the side. You're going to have to see that. So you've got your back leg turned in slightly and the front leg just straight forward. So make sure that you're in alignment. So imagine that you've got a line going down the middle of your mat and your ankles are lining up nice and perfect. So you're going to be turning that leg in slightly so that the hip could come forward a little bit, this right hip. For me, the right leg is back. And then I'm going to lunge forward. Lunging forward, so your knee is tracking perfectly over your front foot. And you're not coming in like this, or you're not making it come right out. And you're not making it too straight. You're going like this, coming down far enough so that you've got a beautiful right angle here. So again, you don't want to be popping the bottom out or sinking it forward like this or anything like that. If you've got the back leg perfect, like coming around a little bit, so not trying to keep too straight. If you've got it coming around a little bit, you'll then be able to twist from this middle part here, which is the part of your spine that actually wants to move. So not doing it from the hips, thinking more from here to keep this middle part of the body straight and looking forward. And then this hip here is coming in a little bit. So you're getting that action here. This is lifting from the middle groin, and then you're getting this shoot out from the left leg here, and it's able to then come down. Does that make sense? I hope. And then from there, we're able to, and imagine that you're lifting from here as well. So all that lifting and coming out. So then you're able to grab your arms, take a deep breath and lift. And you don't want to be coming too far forward like that. We're not doing that pose. So you want to be right in the middle. So you might want to come back very, very slightly back towards that back leg so that you then can draw forward from this front hand and this front knee. You're thinking about this knee pushing forward and everything will follow. But you're not thinking about the whole body coming forward because you want to keep this back a bit and picturing that knee coming back forward. So lifting from the torso, lifting up, everything's in perfect, beautiful alignment. And you're active here. So these poses are very uplifting, very alignment and very strong. This is called warrior 2. So I think you are a warrior. You're proud, you are up, you are strong. And these are the thoughts that you can be thinking when you are doing these poses as well. So now just straighten that front leg. And while we're here, straighten up the pelvis to the front slightly. And then you're just going to, now you can bring your whole body over. And then just wherever your hand lands is where you can land. If you're up here, that's perfectly fine. But if you're down at your ankle, that's also fine. And if you're on the ground, then you're on the ground. So from here, you can see that my legs are pretty well, the back leg is pretty well the same as it was before. The front leg is straighter again, of course. Really activating this inner groin here so that it's protecting the knee and not bowing it down. You might want to slightly bring it up. And then I'm twisting from this pelvic, from this middle torso here. And then I'm finally able to strong arms, bring it up. You see where it is. You can also use a block. You see here also, my arms are stacked. So I'm moving straightening up my shoulders so that my whole body is lined. I just wanted to move so that you can see that better. So move my whole body, stretch, stretch, stretch. It's all about how you get into the pose as well, and not just willy-nilly going into that without really thinking. So I'll turn this body in a little bit, and then this part of the body is opening, and this is coming down. You don't want to be all like this. You want to think about this straightness here and lifting from the whole spine and your head, crown of the head in that line here. And then you're then able to lift that arm. Okay, don't forget that you can also be here. Same thing, you're not going to be like, oh, ow. You're not bowing everything. You can be landing on the leg. That's a good one. Or on the ground. Okay. Come back to the middle, and we might do just a little stretch while here. So hands on the hips and leaning forward like so. And if this is where you want to stay, this is where you want to stay. So just have a look at my feet, how they're slightly ankles out on both sides. And then you can come down slowly. Arch no back too much because I'm trying to look at the TV. So you can have a block there to hold. You don't need to have your head on the ground or anything. That's not the point. But if you are more flexible, just make sure that your alignment is on point and put your arms coming down and relaxing the head. It doesn't have to be floating. It's fine to have it on still top. And then just come onto your toes a little bit. See how I was coming back too much like that? And I was putting strain on my knees. I'm just coming a little bit forward onto my toes. So you can even lift up and bring them down again as a way to sort of teach the body where you want to be. Okay, while we're here, I'm going to then turn my right foot and my left foot in. And I'm setting myself up for Trikonasana on the other side. So come back to the standing position because we want to get this alignment back happening. I'm going to turn my left leg in slightly and think of that rotation coming this way. And then I'm going to straighten up my torso, twist to the front and arms out. Coming over to the right, finding wherever I land on my ankle, onto the block, or onto the ground. And straighten up my chest and shoulders. Get that stacking, getting your hand is also now grounded, and you can think about that lift and action coming from all the way on the inner arm into the armpit as well. Lifting. So you're getting this lift and action here, so then this then can straighten up. See that difference? When I lift it from there, it then straightened up my side of my body here. Activate the quads, activate your arm and bring it up. And keep strong. This is called Trikonasana, this pose. We're a triangle pose, we're in a triangle. Keeping strong, lifting from the legs that are grounded to the ground of my arm, and imagining somebody's pulling you up from your top arm. Okay, and then with feeling, come back up to standing, and you can step or jump back into the middle. Okay. Ooh. I hope everybody's following me. It's hard to talk while you're doing yoga. I definitely respect my teacher. Okay, so those ones that you could see that my chest was very, very open. It was opening the heart, aligning the body, and becoming more in tune with the body, which is what yoga is also very much about. Okay, last little one here is called Arise. And as soon as you smell that, you're going to immediately sound Australia, so go way too fast. So Arise, this is the enlightening blend, and it's the one that I want to finish with because we wanted to finish and leave the day feeling quite risen. So moments in your life when you're feeling discouraged, this is the joyful, uplifting, energizing blend to help you rise up. So bright, it's happy, and it's very inspiring. So I guess, again, in the morning, you could diffuse this, apply it to the heart, apply it to the neck, diffuse, or put it in your diffuser jewellery and whatnot. So I'm going to put 3 drops of that on my body as now. So on the heart again, on the temples, so that you can really smell that, all on your clothes, everywhere. So during the challenging poses, this is a really nice blend to use because it's going to give you the upliftment that you might need for it, such as in mountain pose that we started, that Tadasana, standing pose. So the one where we're just standing, we're not just standing, there's quite a lot involved with it. But while we're standing there, you've seen my feet, and now we're just going to add the arms. So getting back into that standing pose, I'm just going to take a big deep breath in, and you can come straight up with your arms. And we're standing in Tadasana with the arms now. So try not to throw the arms back so your gut falls out, and try not to hunch forward like this. So you're going, your hands aren't facing forward like that, which tends to happen. Your alignment is getting those hands straining to reach forward to each other. So slightly a little bit more is what I find really helpful to get that action. And when you're coming up, you're not like throwing the arms back like that and the chest forward. Really activate the arms, really get the shoulders strong, and just lift them up. And then you want to try and get them really, really strong so that they're really nice and close to your ears. So with that, we're also going to do a balancing pose. So tree pose. So to get this tree pose, it's kind of important the setting up of the pose. So start with one foot first, so you're in your Tadasana. Slightly lean onto that left and getting that activation of the inner groin, inner thigh, and the grounding of the bottom foot. Now you've got that grounding oil on there. It will be easier. And then grab that foot and put it either on your calf. Don't put it on the knee there. That's the joint that you don't want to be putting pressure on. Or you're putting just above the knee or up here on the inner groin, inner leg. So to keep that leg there, push this left leg into it. It's all about this standing leg and pushing it in there. So my feet are really slippery with the oil. So it's actually okay to hold your foot. You're still getting the activation in this leg here and really, really lifting and holding that thigh into the foot so that it stays there. So I'm going to put it down there just so I can show you the rest. Put the leg back. And you don't want to be bowing out this hip like this. You want to really contain that whole leg. And everything's coming up from there, and you will actually find the rest of the pose a lot more easy or doable. So it all just comes up. So now we're going to really take a really deep breath in and lift the arms, just as I explained before, and rise up. 3 deep breaths here. 1, 2, thinking about your jellyfish. 3, bring the arms back down. back into your Tadasana. Take a deep breath here just to compose yourself again. And then we're just going to be leaning back onto the other leg and bringing the left leg. And if it's okay to fall over and just laugh at yourself and come back up, it's perfectly fine. Okay, so if your foot's on your ankle, that is fine, and we're going to breathe and stand up. Keep that knee back. Breathe 1, 2. Try not to grip with your toes. Have a little bit of gracefulness if you can. And then coming down with grace. What's the time? How are we going? Okay, so I just want to do one quick more. Balancing and rising up. So we're going to come down here. So foot in slightly, leg out to the side. We might need a brick for this one. Getting that alignment with the leg a little bit and the torso straight to the front. I can breathe in that beautiful Arise oil, and then bending that front leg slightly, grab onto your brick, and you slowly, slowly, slowly are going to straighten your leg and lift the back leg up. I need to bring my brick out slightly. Keeping the back leg poker stick. Can't see it in the photo. Poker, poker, poker stick. And you don't want it sticking up in the air or anything, you just keep it nice and aligned. And if you have the balance, lift the top of the arm. Otherwise, put it down with the hip, it's fine. You see how we're rising up? And then with grace, coming back. Okay, and quickly do the other side. And having the liftment in the arm really helps as well for the balance. And coming back down. Okay. Right. Well, that's all I've got. So, feeling quite lifted now and everything. And of course, I just want to have a little bit of a moment. I'm going to sit on my brick, legs crossed, or however, just in a comfortable seat. Always finish yoga with a bit of a moment to give thanks and to appreciate our bodies and what they've done for us, and getting us back to life now. So hands can just be sitting on your knees, in the middle, rested on top of each other, or you could place them on your heart. So just with me, we're just going to take 3 breaths through the nose. And you can acknowledge noises in the background and just let them tune out. And let the sounds float in and float out of your mind. If you start thinking about, oh, I'm uncomfortable, or groceries I've got to do, or something like that, just let those thoughts float in and float back out. It's okay. And open up your eyes. Hands together. Namaste, which means thank you, and much more than that. And yeah, really grateful that you've taken the time to hear me, and I'm so grateful that I can launch these beautiful oils from my lounge room, and I hope that you can enjoy them as much as I have and have gotten a bit of an insight on how you could use them and learnt a little bit about the yoga, and hopefully your body's feeling nice and uplifted and ready to tackle the rest of the day. It's a Sunday, so it shouldn't be much of a hard tackle. But yeah, and if you want to know more about what yoga classes or whatnot that you could try in Griffith or in Surrounds, I can help you. And also, of course, the yoga blends. Now, these are only available in the US at the minute, which is still totally accessible for us. And hopefully they'll be in Australia very soon. They're only available as this kit here, which is awesome because I use them every day and they're all great. If you would like to smell them, come and have a sniff. And if you'd like to learn how to get them, then also you know where I am. Okay, bye.